was like, don't tech support me. I just answer the question when I ask. Like, is it working? Because I knew exactly what was causing it as soon as you said it was laggy. Um, it was my VPN. I still had my VPN on from earlier, so Streamlabs does not like my VPN. Plain and simple. So I turned the VPN off, and like magic, it started working again. So, you know, there you go, that's all. That's all you gotta do, just let me know. Let me know if it's fucky and I will fix it. I am the fucky fixer. Maximum fuckosity. So you gotta fold the edges up because it's gonna be really close to the edge. And obviously we don't want cheese leaking out, right? So we're literally making a pan out of tinfoil here. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Fold that up a bit. Fold that up a bit. That up a bit. Fold that up. There we go. Alright, we're good. So, now, put all our fixins on, finally. Hello again. No, it's just when there's a problem, I just want to fix it quickly. You know, I want to get back to the show. So don't speculate on what it could be or anything like that, unless, you know, I ask, because I don't know. But just answer my questions because I'm trying to figure it out. That's all. I love you. I'm sorry if I snapped at you, but you know how much I hate it when shit goes wrong with the streams. It's like, drives me nuts. I take pride in my work, goddammit. You guys see what I'm doing here? I think you can see what I'm doing. Let me check. Yeah, you can see. Just angle you a little bit that way, I think. There. Innovative foliage. Yeah, I've done that before. Just out of necessity sometimes. Usually, I mean specifically when I put something in the toaster oven because I don't have any real pans for it. So I keep meaning to get one like a little, I don't know, like a steak pan or something. You can get them for those little ones, needle ones. I used to have one for one of my old toaster ovens many moons ago, and I actually used it quite frequently. And failed to clean it very often, so it ended up getting all janky and rusted. I was young. I was like in my 20s. That's my excuse for every stupid thing I've ever done. Oh, I was young. Don't worry about it. I'm smarter now. Okay, so here's the question. Toppings on top or toppings under the cheese? I usually, with these ones, I like to put the pepperoni on top because it's so huge. Well, that is, wow. Why does everybody think of this except me? That is what we are going to do with them. Yes, we're going to turn them into garlic cheese sticks, basically. So, no opinions on that? Okay. Well, toppings on top it is. Put lots of cheese on there. I like lots of cheese on my pizza. That should be good. Actually, it's probably good that I did make a bunch of extra cheese because now we can have our garlic cheese sticks, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. You know it. It's actually pretty good for the pizza. What can we do? 12 maybe? Nope, looks like it's going to be 9. No, we gotta be able to do more than that. Cram them in. Cram them in tighter. That's what she said. Very symmetrical pizza. And then we put our mushrooms on, kind of all around them. It almost looks like it was a 3D printed pizza because everything's so perfectly symmetrical. Get on there. One big one there. I mean, if we have some extra mushrooms, cool. I'll use them for something else. I mean, I am planning to make a stir fry very, very soon. Maybe even later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kind of playing things by ear. I don't have a plan. Do I look like a guy with a plan? Get one on the corner there. There we go. Oh, that seems like doesn't seem like enough mushrooms. I hate this shape. I really do. Like I have this urge to make everything super symmetrical, and I'm just like, it doesn't look right. I'm just like, I almost wonder if I should put the mushrooms underneath maybe, or. Hey, thanks, Caspro. Oh, it is. It's yeah. I tasted the two end pieces earlier. Um, yeah, you see, normally it's not. The pepperoni isn't so symmetrical, and it's more kind of. Well, I don't know. Is there a way maybe we can do this that's. I'm not satisfied with this layout. Hold on a second. Is there a way we can kind of stagger it a little bit maybe? Like have these ones kind of like that, and then like that, sort of, kind of. That sort of works. That's a little better, I think. Not so freaking symmetrical. Fucking symmetry. Stupid. Stupid sexy symmetry. Alright, see now we can put them kind of in between them a little better, I think. I really do not like this shape. Squares are for losers. Squares are for squares, man. Yeah, see now it actually looks a little more properly distributed. This is better. I'll put this down here, I think. I just tried. I get it like in between the pepperoni because it just leaves the pepperoni uncovered, so it can cook a little better. You see. Yes, see. I don't know. Sure. Same amount of pepperoni that it was before. We didn't remove any. We just rearranged them slightly. I don't know. Does that look alright? I feel like we need more mushrooms. I feel like that's nowhere near enough mushrooms. Put them in between everything. Alright, well, let's get this in the oven here. We're losing the night. Yep. So yeah, so we'll put that on about 425. And meanwhile, I guess we can prep all our other stuff. And we'll be good to go. Mathematically precise pizza, yeah. See, nice thick cut. See, this one's not really right for the pizza, so I don't know what we're going to do with it. I can't think of a thing. I mean, what can we possibly use the pepperoni for? You know, with it cut so strangely. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. So, yes. What can we do here? Well, one thing we can do, actually, is, just be a second here, just cleaning this bowl. I don't know why my toaster's starting to make that noise. Rosie said it best the other day. It's like, don't you die on us too. Here's hoping. At least the toaster oven's fairly cheap to replace, so. Did we lose Pam already? She was feeling a little sore today, so she took some powerful drugs. By powerful drugs, I mean she took some Tylenol. And said she might pass out. I don't know if that is indeed what has happened, but I guess we'll find out. So we try not to be too loud. We don't want to wake up Pam. We just like ice cream scoops of margarine in there. That should be more than enough. Alright. Glad I bought more margarine the other day. Holy scheisse bitte. Scheisse, scheisse, bitte, bitte. Scheisse, bitte, bitte, scheisse. It's not actually this. It is Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. It is actually this, the granulated garlic from Sundar. It's very good. I've just been waiting for this to go down a little bit so I can refill it with that. Because that one bag basically fills this whole thing. So, all right. So let's put some garlic on there. Just a little bit. You able to see that? You can see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? Oh yeah. It's like dead center. Why does it seem like it's not on? Like I don't know. Anyway, now let's see. We got some oregano. Not much left because we used this a lot in the aforementioned before times. Put some on there. That gives it a nice kind of Italian flavor. So yeah. You like powerful drugs? Don't we all? Well, I'll be having, well, you know what my dessert's going to be after this, so we're just going to kind of mash this up here. This will be good. And actually, you know, if we end up with a little bit of garlic butter left over, that's fine. I can use it for things. So just kind of get it all nice and creamy. So a nice thing about using margarine is it's already quite soft. There we go. That's smelling a lot of garlic smell there. What's going on there? Do I need more? I can put more in. Should be fine. Okay. I'm just going to move our other square crust out of the way here. It would knock you out standing up. Wow. That's crazy, laddie. Look at that. I don't know, we should be able to fit most of those in there, I think. Butter them, and then we'll put a little bit of cheese on them. Now these I think we'll just toast, just kind of normally, just to kind of get everything melty and yummy. We'll still do them on the saran wrap, you know, on the tin foil. I think it's way more butter than we needed. That's alright. I can find other uses for garlic butter. No worries there. Well, I was hoping she'd stay awake for at least part of it, because, you know, a good chunk of this was her suggestion when I realized, wait a minute, we got all this pizza stuff and I don't have a functioning oven. What do I do? Help me, Pam. You're my only hope. And she did. And that's why we're doing what we're doing right now. She suggested just putting some butter on it, and I was like, ooh, how about garlic butter? Mmm. Yeah, that's some good stuff. These should be very tasty little breadsticks. I don't put a timer on the pizzas. I just kind of check on them periodically and see how they're doing. And that's that. These will be tasty, methinks. Be a nice snack as well. Just a little bit of butter left over, eh? Just a smidge. It's alright. Hey Duncan, how's it going? Well, yeah, this is what my argument has always been in favor of pizza as well. It covers quite a few of the main. You can actually cover all the food groups if you put enough stuff on it. You know, it is a near perfect food. Got your dairy, got your breads, got your meat, got your veggies. What's left? Fruit. I guess you put pineapple on it. Well, I guess it's fruits and veggies. Technically, they're the same category. Trying to pass off fruit as its own category. Whatever. Grows on a tree. It's all the same. Identical in every way. You know. God, cheese falling everywhere. These are going to be a little messy, I think, but in a good way. So for those who just joined us, Duncan, got a bunch of pizza stuff, realized my oven's dead. So Pam was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is, but I think she fell asleep. Been a long day. Been a long week, actually. But anyway, she suggested I cut it up so it'll fit in the toaster oven. And I was like, okay, cool. And like, but then I have all these crust pieces left over. And she's like, breadsticks? I'm like, oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense. So I just whipped up some garlic bread, or garlic butter, so I can make garlic breadsticks. And I'm putting cheese on this. We have garlic cheese breadsticks. Every little component making them that little bit more satisfying and filling, you know? It's good shit, good shit. But with all this cheese, it's going to run over the sides and glue them to the foil. That's too funny. And that's okay. We'll just unglue it. Enjoy the ooey gooey goodness. Ooey gooey good. I don't know what that was, but I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I definitely made more cheese than we need, so this is okay. This will not cut into our pizza cheese at all. We'll be good to go. I think I'm not going to worry about making it super perfect here. We'll just pick up the bits after we move these into the oven. Caspro. Is he still here? Thanks for the gift sub, dude. And thanks for just being you. A couple few of the bits. The obvious ones. Oh yeah. This gonna be good. It should be a little better than when I do this with bread. Or sometimes I'll make, garlic cheese bread with just bread and cheese and garlic powder. Just really simple. And that's good, but the cheese tends to soak the bread somewhat, so it kind of gets a little crazy. All right. So maybe what we'll do is we'll prep our other pizza. So you guys can see better over here, can't you? A little closer. Get a little closer with Big Red. Do 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 Big Red. Do 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 get a little closer with Big Red. Yep. Gotta love those 80s commercial jingles. They get stuck in your head forever. Hey, Great Red Shark. Castro is old. Cucumbers? What? Why? I've never understood that whole ew ham and pineapple thing that's sprouted out of the internet like a cancer. I love ham and pineapple. It's delicious. It's like a lighter kind of summery pizza. I like to think of it. It's good. People don't know what they're missing. People are dumb, stupid people, stupid sexy people. There we go. Squar. I was saying earlier, Duncan, this. I was putting everything on very symmetrically, and I'm like, God, this is looking like it was a 3D printed pizza. This is a pizza how a computer would do it. Unless I added in some randomizer algorithm stuff, but it was just so boring. So I found a slightly more interesting layout. So there we go. It is. It just kind of has a nice light summery flavor. I find ham and pineapple. I like it. I like it. It would often be one that I would get as part of the mix for Rose and I. Can we? No, we want to. Yeah, no, we want to do it kind of like this, I think. No. How did I do it on the other one? I had 3. How was it? 3, 4. Oh god, I can't even tell anymore. So it's melting and everything's moved. I don't know, put that there. We'll just put all these on, I guess, and then we'll kind of see how we can rearrange things. How did we do it before? We had 12, right? We had 12 pieces. Fuck's sake. I hate everything. I want my circle. Ow! Ow! I pulled something. Ow! 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 Oh, I know. They've actually been developing that for a while. I remember reading about it. It's basically they were making a big deal out of it. It's like food replicators are basically happening now, and like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. Here. Ow! God, what is going on down here? There. All right. Do we seriously only have one slice of pepperoni left? We do. I mean, wow. We had the perfect amount of pepperoni for all this. That's great. What are the odds? Oh shit, I was supposed to put the cheese on first. Well, you know what? We're doing this one the other way around. This will be the cheese on top pizza. I like to put the pepperoni on top so it gets kind of nice and charred a bit, but yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's all pre-cooked anyway, so who cares? Who cares? You're really just heating it up. Yeah, sure. I usually put the mushrooms in the cracks. I guess it doesn't really matter here because the cheese is going to go on top, isn't it? So, yeah. Anyway, maybe we'll load this one up just a little bit more. I don't know. Here. Here. This is why I would never work in a pizza place that would fire me in 2 seconds for being such a slow ass motherfucker. Sure, just put them wherever. Who cares? Anyway, there we go. Chop them finer. Yeah, I mean they're a great additive, and they're good for you in some way. I don't know what the actual health benefits are. I just figure they are natural and of the earth. So how can they be bad? So I guess one advantage of putting the cheese on top is it holds all the toppings in place. So there you go. So make sure we have everything covered. Kind of glues everything down. Or everything slides off the top. I don't know, whatever. It's this blanket of cheese covering everything. Yeah, why don't we'll just use the rest of this here. We'll make this like the extra crazy cheesy version. And that will be our slightly heavier snack for tonight as we chill and chat, and maybe we'll actually do some work tonight. I don't know. See how we feel after this mountain of pizza and garlic cheese sticks. Garlic cheese sticks, overclocked to garlic cheese sticks. Republic of Gamers cheese sticks. The ultimate garlicky cheese goodness. Overclocked at the factory for the maximum experience of garlic cheese sticks. There. You can't even tell there's pepperoni and mushrooms in there. Look at that. That is ridiculous. I don't know if you can see how thick this is. I cut the pepperoni really thick, as most of you who are here will know, because you were here and you saw. But then there's the mushrooms as well. But look at this. I got so many mushrooms left. So this is going to be for, I don't know, whatever. Omelets. Doing stir fry. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm doing a chicken Alfredo. I did get a thing of canned mushrooms, but I can throw that in with something else maybe. But canned mushrooms and yeah. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, this is coming along nicely. This won't actually take too long in the toaster oven. They're pretty quick in there. Just gonna put my pizza sauce away. Have the Primo pizza squeeze. We didn't use very much because we made much smaller pizzas this time. So score. And for the mushrooms, yeah. I'll just put them in a container here. Should be fine. There we go. I don't have a surface. I go, okay, maybe there. Definitely limited on counter space here. I would love to have a country home with a big ass kitchen with an island and all that good stuff. Glass top stove for easy cleaning. Maybe an aga, you know. That'd be great. Not a glass top aga, but you know what I mean. There we go. Put that away. Yeah, we got some old onions in there, or mushrooms in there. I don't know how long they've been there. Yeah, so how are we looking here? Oh, this is looking pretty good. We still got a little ways to go, though. So we'll just kind of keep that going for now. And then I think the next thing we'll do is we'll put the cheese sticks in there, get them done, and then we can have pizza with cheese sticks. Yeah. Hey, Roshi, how's it going? Garlic mushrooms. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I usually do sautéed mushrooms. Sautéed mushrooms with garlic and or onions. Like I'll fry up some onions and get them going first for a little bit. Then I'll put the mushrooms in and I'll add some garlic powder. All in the olive oil based margarine that I like. And yeah, just cook them up. And makes a nice side with steak. Also makes a nice additive to like an Alfredo sauce, or actually really any kind of pasta sauce. Any kind of pasta sauce benefits from mushrooms. Yeah, it's good stuff. But always with lots of garlic. I love them with lots of garlic. Watching Star Trek, I can never understand why Sisko's father ran a restaurant in a world where everything including labor is free. Sure, fine if the day is going well, but when you get the crap from moody customers and later deliveries of non-replicated ingredients, which the guy delivering had to run off for some reason or other in his own life, I wonder how anyone would do that for fun. Here, Trek says we will likely never reach the Star Trek style socialist utopia, though. Well, no, I don't think we will. Um, it would mean working would not be necessary. Well, that's correct. See, I mean, the big problem with that idea is who would do the shit jobs that are things that need to be done. It's like, oh, I'm just so passionate about sanitation, you know. um, yeah, it's kind of one of those concepts that you don't want to think too hard about. I think just kind of take it as read that just whatever it somehow works in this world, but the thing is, it's not a world without currency. I mean, there's, for example, latinum, which is what Quark is obsessed with getting. It's a form of currency, like gold or something, and he just wants latinum. It's all about latinum. I mean, you see business deals and shady deals involving units of exchange of some kind all throughout the Star Trek universe. So I don't think it's entirely currency free. I think it's really just human society that is like that. But other societies, have currency that they use. Robots. There you go. See, I can see people being passionate about robots. We will make robots to do the menial tasks. But don't give them artificial intelligence, because then they will rebel. And kill us all. You are boring us to death with the tasks you give us. Yeah, well, too bad. That's literally what you were designed to do. It's like when Rick made that robot that's only function was to pass butter. And the robot just looks at its little claw hands like, is this all that I am? Oh my god. That's true. It is already happening in Amazon warehouses. Although I've seen some of the videos of, the live streams that some of the workers do, and they're pretty quick. They're pretty efficient humans, I gotta say. Just bappity bappity bap, packaging stuff up like it's just going out of style. Yeah, this is starting to smell good. The problem is I need to get it from that onto this cutting board, which is the one I usually use. Oh, I'll show you my pizza cutter. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. Look at this. Coca-Cola pizza cutter. Check it out. The handle is like a Coca-Cola bottle. This is the best pizza cutter I've ever owned, actually. I had another one before this that broke after like 2 uses. The blade literally snapped off. But this is fantastic. Quality craftsmanship from the Coca-Cola company. There you go. That is a lot of cheese. There are toppings under there. This was, I had a big brick of cheese. I used about 2/3 of it. So there's a pizza in the oven, which is why we're just staring at these right now. Garlic cheese sticks. So I had to cut the crust to fit, right? So we had these crust pieces left over, garlic cheese sticks. Second pizza with the rest of the cheese and the rest of the pepperoni. It's pepperoni mushroom, basically, but like thick slice. I got like an actual pepperoni and cut it up, so nice thick slices of pepperoni and fresh mushrooms, and yeah, so this should be good stuff. So I guess we'll just go kshunk, kshunk, and have 4 pieces. Nice and simple. Yeah, it was. I did it wrong. See, the other one, I don't know if you can see it, but the other one has all the toppings on top with the cheese underneath. And I did this one backwards. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. But it's going to be a little different than how it was before. Or for the other one. So, whatever. I actually used to do it like this all the time. I always put the cheese on top. The logic being that it holds the toppings in place, like glues everything in place. It doesn't really. But anyway, I like to think it does, and I won't let anyone convince me otherwise that it doesn't. Even though I know it doesn't. So, don't even try. It's a lost cause, because I already know. I just choose to deny it. Yeah, so just waiting for this one to cook. Then we're going to put the cheese sticks in. Then we'll put the second pizza in. And then we should be good to go. If my oven was working, these would have just gone straight into the oven, and we'd call it a day, take them out when they're done. But as the oven is not functional, we had to innovate slightly. But that's okay. Honestly, I think this is almost better because we're going to get like some bigger pieces of pizza, just less of them. And normally I make 8 triangles, so this one will make squares, I guess. Or I guess can we could cut diagonally and make triangles, but they'd be really wide triangles. So we could go like shunk, 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 like that. But then those would be really small slices. I kind of like the idea of just doing it like that and having 4 square slices. I don't know. What do you guys think? Smaller triangles or bigger squares? What kind of dough? Oh, it's local bakery pizza crust that I usually get. They make it fresh every day. So they sell them in packs of 2 for about $5. So I just got a pack of 2. I actually sent Rose to the store. She had one of her teachers who moonlights as a hairdresser do her hair for her, so she didn't need to go to the hairstylist after all. I'd already taken out some cash for that, so I just gave her the cash and said, "Well, why don't you go get us stuff for pizza?" She's like, "Okay." And then she also got some ice cream bars. But Rose had her job interview today for Wendy's. Said it went really well, and this is one of the reasons we're doing this. Is she wanted something special to celebrate. So has a good feeling about it. Hoping she gets the job. Also, in kitty news, one of her friends' cats just had kittens, and she's already been promised one of them. So sweet. Don't even need any money for the cat, other than cat stuff. But Rosie will be taking care of all of that. So there you go. Sweet. So we'll very likely have a fur baby in the house very soon. So that style of toaster oven, well, the idea of a toaster oven is pretty uncommon in the UK. I see them in shops alongside toasters. I sometimes see them in charity shops. I have been tempted to get one simply for reflowing solder on circuit boards, which is one use of it. Well, yeah. I mean, you can use a regular oven for that too. I know that's a very common fix for PS3s that have gone kablooey. Um, yeah, but knowing my luck, I would forget and just like cook it, and then it would die, but be even more dead. But anyway, no, I have a regular toaster too, like a pop-up toaster. Now, for just making toast, I find the pop-up toaster is better because it's faster. But I do like this. It's kind of like an all-purpose appliance where it functions as a toaster quite well. It just takes a little longer than a pop-up, and functions really well as a small oven. Um, as you've seen, I mean, I've been using it pretty much for everything since the oven died, and no complaints. It's good stuff. It's just a really handy appliance to have, kind of multi-purpose. And even when the oven was working, often what I would do is I'd have the big stuff going in the oven, like the steaks and working on the mushrooms and stuff like that, making a steak dinner. And then in the toaster oven, that's where I put the garlic bread. So I'd make my own garlic toast sometimes. So I do that, similar to this without the cheese, and with a baguette instead of chopped up pizza crust. Um, and put that in the oven, and that was really good. So I'd have the garlic toast going here with everything else going on the um, thingy, regular oven. Yeah, so here what we have is the crust pieces that I had to cut off to make this fit in the toaster oven. So I mixed margarine, garlic powder, and oregano to make a nice garlic butter, which is how I would do the garlic toast before, and then put some of the cheese on it. So we're going to have garlic cheese sticks, essentially. Just going to toast these in here. The other thing is you can toast things like this, which you cannot do in a slice toaster. You can actually put some foil on the grill there and then toast things like this, which is pretty cool. And then this is thick sliced pepperoni, fresh mushrooms, and grated cheese. Grated the cheese myself from the block. It's just a marbled cheddar. We didn't have enough to buy more cheese, so fortunately we had enough that I could just grate it up myself. Because, I am capable of doing that. A big face on the ground with hair metal hair. Okay, I gotta look at the screen now. What are you seeing? Oh, wait a minute. I think I see. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, I think I see what you're seeing. Are you seeing this here? This giant hair metal face? Yeah, that's Phil. He supervises when I'm in the kitchen. No, it's actually it's actually a garbage bag because I need to take out the garbage. It's just set aside so we're not tripping over it. Sure, it was just weed there, Naroshi? You get little mushrooms maybe in there? Maybe a little hit of acid, maybe? I don't know. Or just a lot of weed. I will be joining you for the partaking once we have food settled here. Oh yeah, that's looking good. So I guess what we could do is move some of this right around. Is yeah, we could put it on the pan. There you go. Just kind of get it out of the way, and then we'll put it on the pan, and we'll get the cheese sticks in. Fit as many as I can. Maybe I can't fit. I thought I could fit all of them in there. Maybe not. So maybe we'll do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. He looks like a Jim Henson puppet. I believe those are called Muppets. Oh wait a minute. I see the face. I see the face you're talking about. The face is literally just the garbage overflowing out of that bag. And the hair, I guess, is the other bag behind it. So, yeah, let's go back to looking at the pizzas. They look much nicer, I think. Oh, Pam is alive. Hi, Pam. I was singing your praises earlier for suggesting I make the breadsticks with the cut off pieces of crust. So if you've been asleep, first pizza's in the oven, second pizza's here, which I neglected to put the cheese on first, so the cheese is on top. Uh, Made some garlic butter, buttered all the breadsticks, and then put some more of the cheese on top. So we're just like cheesing it up tonight, something fierce. So it's gonna be good. Gonna be good. Yes. Well, the thing is, a lot of the propaganda is wrong. They equate socialism to communism, and nope, wrong. Try again. Actually, look up the definition of those. So, and also, a lot of the socialist stuff that people whine about isn't actually socialism. They talk about like Nazis. Well, they were National Socialists. It's like, yeah, yeah, they also were other things. I wouldn't use them as the shining example of a political ideology. Um, but look at Canada or the UK, essentially democratic socialist countries, democracies with some socialist like style programs to help out the citizenry. I think democratic socialism has a good balance between the two, the benefits of both. Um, and And yeah, I just wish the U.S. would wake the fuck up and join literally the entire rest of the world and actually help its citizens instead of, forcing them into bankruptcy with all the frickin' medical insurance bills and whatnot. It's just, I don't know why anybody lives there, honestly. I don't know why anybody chooses to live there at this point. It's just so broken. Anyway, making pizza.
Is the pizza done?
Almost. One of them is done.
Can I have it?
Huh?
Can I have some?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you be able to have any? Well, it's not. It's cooking right now. You can't just like grab a handful of it out of the toaster oven and give it to you. And I had to cut it to fit, so it's like a square pizza. I'm just gonna go like shunk, shunk, so 4 pieces. And then with the cut off bits, I'm making garlic cheese sticks. Yeah.
Okay.
This is looking pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit still. There's a lot left to do, so. It's alright. Well, don't apologize, not your fault. Oh. It's like, yeah, Rose, make the pizza go faster. Jeez. Cucumba. 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 Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is like they have no problem with the police and the fire department and street repair and whatnot. Like those are all socialist programs. They have no problem with that. Yet somehow, healthcare is right out. Education is right out. Like it really shows how uneducated they are. The fact that they oppose these systems that would literally benefit them. I just don't. I just don't get it. None of it makes sense to me. None of it. What is the logic? And I've had friends from Canada move down there and become conservatives, and suddenly they're all like, "Yeah, fuck Obamacare." Blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, you're from Canada. You like what? What? Shit, how am I gonna get this off? No, oh, come on. Why are you stuck? Ta-da! Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, let's move this back over here. So, I'm going to put as many of these as we can onto that. Just move this, 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 this. Oh, come on. Ugh. Well, yeah. I guess we'll do half and half. This one we're just going to toast. Shouldn't take too long. Now, out. Get it all off of this cutting board so I can use the cutting board for cutting up the pizza. Taking things. Oh yeah, no, I know. I know that UK conservative is more like traditional conservative, and it's just completely corrupted and twisted into something that it was never meant to be in the States. Now it's just angry people who hate everything and vote against their own best interests. And the politicians themselves are completely, transparently, obviously corrupt, and only in it all for themselves and their own personal gain. So, yeah. Well, yeah, it's become, there's no like moderate anymore. It's like far left or far right. You look at any time they vote on a bill down there, and it's always right along party lines. So it's like, why do you even bother voting? Because you know. Like, you're just doing it because that's the process. But like, you know that everyone's going to stick with their party, and just kind of defeats the whole purpose of the vote, in my opinion. You know, I guess I could do maybe 6 slices. Yeah, maybe 6. But I see it all the time, like voting against bills and legislation that would actually be beneficial to people, beneficial to the people of the United States of America, those who you claim to be pledged to serve and protect, you know. So why are you voting against this incredibly positive bill? You know, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, that you, your children, and your children's children would benefit from. UK conservative is just 80s US. Well, I don't know. I mean, 80s US conservative, that's where you got Reaganism from, trickle down economics. And that's kind of where the whole current mess started. So, I don't know. Maybe in 30 years, the UK will be where the US is. Who knows? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, they have Boris has never used a hairbrush in his entire life. Johnson running things just spiffingly. Yeah. Well, that's your point. Oh, that they're headed down the same road. They're just taking longer to get there. Yeah. Well, at least we got our Duncan. Yeah, that was pretty damn good actually. So, okay, got that. How are these doing here? Oh, they're already melting. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be good. Can smell. They're smelling good. Good. And what was this? What was he being? I think Portland, one of those liberal places in the U.S., and got a can thrown at me for being Asian. What the fuck? But, and I say this even without having seen a photo of you of any kind, I just know it in my heart. You're beautiful, Neiroshi. Why would anyone throw things at you other than, you know, air kisses and just love? That's what people should be throwing at you. Blowing kisses, yeah. I think you did tell that story before. Yeah, it does sound familiar. I mean, I know that just generally, you told a few stories in the past of just some of the ridiculous racist bullshit you had to deal with. My heart goes out to you. Nobody deserves that. The ticking of the timer. I just hear it as my life slowly ticking away. Oh, yeah. Coming along nicely. Alright. Maybe I'll put my 3 pieces on a plate as well. Slightly bigger pieces for me because, you know, I'm daddy, I'm big. I need more food. Also, I haven't eaten anything today. She's eaten today, so. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Boris. Yeah, Boris is what we needed for Brexit. Well, unless you were against Brexit. But most people seem to be in favor of Brexit from what little I know. But I don't really understand much about that whole mess. But the majority seems to be in favor of it. So I know that was a big part of his platform was getting Brexit done. Just get it done. Yeah, I remember seeing some clips about that. It's just his demeanor. Like, he just seems so scatterbrained to me. Like, just constantly flustered. You know? He's, he's a character. He's a character, that's for sure. But, didn't you say you voted for him because you thought it would be a laugh? So, how's that working out for you? Huh? How's that going? Still laughing? Yeah. You can never really tell. I mean, nobody predicted the pandemic, obviously. And it just kind of threw a whole wrench into the works. But, I mean, the biggest issue with that is that um, there was so much political divisiveness at the time, well, it still is, that um, the pandemic got politicized, which I think is the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Like, why? Why did you do that? No, that will not help. That will only help you and your political career. That will not help the country you are attempting to lead by being voted in. So, yeah, it was peak pandemic grocery store parking lot. Some guy threw a can from his cart at me and said, "Go back to my country," which is the U.S., by the way, and cried in my car for 30 minutes. It was fine until he overstayed his welcome. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. And you still see it. You still see it in campaign. I'm campaigning to bring back your freedom. No more masks. And vaccines optional. It's like, oh my God, shut up. You're going to kill everybody. You are going to kill everybody. You know, like. Stop it. Just stop it. Look at that. Oh, yeah, baby. Alright, so now I've got to figure out how to get these off. Well, uh-huh. Yep. Yeah. Hold on. And you say what, it was fine till he overstayed his welcome? Like, okay, Boris, joke's over. Go home now. Just go away, please. Now. Thank you. Yes, as anticipated, the cheese like spilled all over the place. Well, that's okay. Just kind of peels right off of there. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Carlatin. Oh, I know. It's just the whole anti-mask thing. Well, it's funny. It's actually a case of history repeating itself because during the flu pandemic in 1918, people did the same thing, taking to the streets in protest for having to wear masks. And I can't believe it. Like, okay, can we maybe try to I don't know, learn from history instead of repeating it? Like, look at the flu pandemic and how well all those anti-mask protests worked out for everyone. Over 2 million dead. Well, let's look at the COVID stats. Oh, look at that. Over 2 million dead worldwide. So, come the fuck on. Well, and part of the reason is because they politicized it. So, people follow their leaders, essentially. You know? Their leaders say, oh, masks are stupid. It's like, okay, that's my view now, too, because my representative said that. You know? And we won't get started on the fearless leader who was heading up the head of everything at the time, making it so much better. Hydroxychloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine. It's like, no. Ivermectin. It's showing a lot of promise. It's like, no. It's horse dewormer, you fucking moron. And hydroxychloroquine is for malaria! Malaria! Not even remotely the same thing. You know how long it took me to find that out? About half a second on Google. Well, you know, if you just drink some bleach and shine a flashlight up your ass, it'll just disappear. Like magic. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Like a miracle. It'll just go away. I wish you would go away like a miracle. Please. Please, just go away. You had your moment. Now go away. Oh, I love the uneducated. Why? Because they're your people? Yes, this does not surprise me at all that you love the uneducated. There we go. Welcome to the political humor edition of Cooking with Z. Hope you're having a good time. All right. There. That's kind of, sort of, more or less correct. It's really tricky when you don't have a proper pan. You really gotta. I really want to stretch that foil as far as we can go. You know, so. Okay, so that one is cooking. Let's go eat, shall we? Oh, you're absolutely correct, though, Carlatin. I mean, which is why I tend to get my... What?
These are so fucking good.
Good. Rosie approves of the garlic cheese sticks. I haven't tried them yet. You're the first. So, good.
I also don't know if you know, but I did get plain tomato sauce.
Okay, for what?
The tomato sauce is also seasoned.
What tomato sauce are you talking about?
For the pizza.
Oh, yeah, no, well, you got the pizza squeeze. It's specifically seasoned for pizza.
There was a plain one, and then there was a garlic and basil one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I got the garlic and basil one because it sounded good.
Yeah.
Mixed with the flavor of the crust, it'll be good.
Yes. Okay, let's see. What did we miss here? A lot of conversation happened. Oh, excuse me. Now, gummies before? I'm thinking maybe just to have the gummies and then pile the food on top. Does that sound like a plan? Yeah, let's do that. Give you a slightly closer look there. Look at that. That is good. Gummies before, yeah, all right, everybody. That's what I was thinking. So we got some mango, sativa, THC. I tried the indica. Indica's not bad. It's kind of like a, to me, it's kind of like a CBD alternative, because indica relaxes you more, but sativa kind of energizes you. I do enjoy. I've come to really enjoy the type of high that sativa gives you, though. It's very pleasant. As long as you don't overdo it. There you go. O. T. Indica is more body. Sativa is fun times. Yeah. I like fun times. Let's see. So we got into a big discussion there. Sorry, I said we got into a big discussion there, and I've not seen most of it. Just gonna try one of these here. Okay, yeah, these are really good. So greasy though, but well, it's not like dripping grease, but just, but in a good way. It's crispy, yummy. Oh, yeah, Breathing Device says the worst part is that the anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers will claim that there is no science to back up masking and getting vaxxed while acting like they are scientifically literate. Yeah, and therein lies the irony, right? And yeah, with regards to the media, the right-wing media has really exploded in recent years. And it all cross-pollinates. And it does impact the left-wing media as well. And the more centrist media. I forgot what it was exactly. There was actually a story that Fox News put out that turned out to be completely untrue. Like, they literally made it up. or skewed the facts in such a way that what they were saying was actually not true. And that got picked up by all the media until within a couple of weeks, the left-wing media was reporting that same thing as if it was true. That's how powerful the right-wing media is right now, and how powerful their propaganda is, that it even proliferates to the left-wing media sometimes, and the centrist, but basically all the other leanings. And that's scary shit. No one side should have that much power. And you can thank Rupert Murdoch for that. And what's his face? The other guy who founded that with him. This is good. Oh, of course. Well, and the whole thing is like, well, see, everybody said that Trump was the warmonger, but he didn't bring us into war. Yeah, because he he basically extorted Ukraine and was in bed with Putin. In the case of Biden, he was like, no, you can't do that. That is wrong. He is not in bed with Putin and is actually standing up to him, as Trump should have done 4 years ago. Yeah, that's true, Naroshi. More op-ed. Well, actually, pretty much every other ideology other than right is we should all just get along and help each other and be accepting. But right-wing is like, no, our way or the highway. Oh, yeah, like, there's literally no reason for it to be. We were talking about this the other night. It's more just kind of capitalist greed taking advantage of the situation and people's ignorance of it. Like, I don't know why the fuck gas prices have risen in Canada. We get most of our gas from Alberta, which is like the next province over from me. This is so good, Duncan. You have no idea. Well, exactly. And you see, that's the thing. When you actually listen and think, the logic they are using to push their opinions holds no water. And it's just trying to demonize whoever they're trying to demonize. Basically, any non-right-wing president is automatically evil. Hey, Toastman. Oh, I love you too, Naroshi. Love you so much. Such a sweetheart. Okay. You have a good smoke. We'll be here when you get back. No, it's not my own Pete. You're talking about the, are you talking about the crust or the sauce? Both of those are store-bought. The crust is freshly made in the local bakery, the supermarket bakery, every day. So they always have fresh ones. And then the sauce is just one called Pizza Squeeze from Primo, which is a brand of, generally a brand of spaghetti sauce here, like pasta sauce. Most of the pasta sauce brands also have a pizza sauce thing you can get. But I find most of them tend to be really expensive comparatively. So I get the Primo because it's cheaper, comes in a squeeze bottle, and you get a little bit more in it than you do with the other brands. So I can actually use it to make more pizzas later, or mini pizzas with the leftovers or whatever. The Dunning-Kruger effect. What? What is the Dunning-Kruger effect again? Thinking they know more than they do? Something like that? Oh, the crust. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just a type of bread. There's a special way you need to do the dough, though. But I'm sure you could find a recipe. Thinking you know more than you do and refusing to listen to information that is contradictory to that belief. No matter how strong the evidence against what you're saying. Akin to sticking their fingers in their ears and going la 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 la. I can't hear you. La 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 la. Oh yeah, that's something else, I guess. Oh. You eliminate 1% of the surface material and act like you can argue an expert. Oh, yeah. Like, to bring it back around, like all the anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers. I spent a whole 4 hours on Google the other day specifically searching for articles that backed up my opinion, and therefore science is wrong. There's no science to back it up in any of the articles that I found, that I specifically filtered out everything to exclude anything that was not my personal beliefs. Yeah, that's how research works. Climate change isn't real. Yeah, well, if global warming is real, why was it cold today? Oh, my God. I forgot to take my vitamins as well, so we're going to take those now. Just taking all the drugs. Scientists used to say smoking was good for you. I'm pretty sure scientists never said smoking was good for you. It was just portrayed very positively in the advertising because they wanted to sell cigarettes. Oh, well, my conservative, ultra-conservative friend, who used to be from Canada, moved to the States, became even more ultra-conservative. He kept quoting some article from like 1970-something from National Geographic as proof that climate change is just a hoax. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, back here they said that the world was going to like have a second ice age, and that never happened. Okay. That article is also about 45 years old. There's been 45 years of additional research and science since then. Like, paid. Oh, well, obviously, yeah. So that's a lobbyist essentially pushing that message, not science. Pizza, drugs, and vitamins. All you know is some electricity and Super Z Pizza Man. Yeah. Well, yeah. Pretty much Great Red Shark. He's referring to the fact that in Watchmen, Ozymandias was trying to create an event that would bring the world together. Oh, I see that all the time. Anybody who doesn't agree is a paid shill. I mean, me and my fucking Star Wars video. Yeah, I was just getting paid reams of money from Lucasfilm, apparently, to say Last Jedi was good. All that big Star Wars money just pouring into my bank account. Well, Blu-ray, when I was talking about how great Blu-ray was. Well, look at this shill for Sony. How much do they pay you to say that? DVD is just as good, if not better. You are too dumb to exist on my channel. Go away. You should show them a Flintstone Vitamins ad right after that. So it's like they ruin your health with cigarettes and then try to improve your health with vitamins. Right, Toastman? And that's what I tried to explain to him. Well, of course, you can't. It's like talking to a brick wall. And half the time he wouldn't even argue. He'd just throw articles at me. It's like from like extreme right-wing media sources. And I'm like, dude, that's all propaganda. And a lot of times it was stuff that had been proven to be untrue. So I would find, the Snopes article or something. And it was like, oh, I don't believe Snopes. Like, what? What are you talking about? Well, they have a very anti-right-wing agenda. They're very pro-left-wing, or left-wing. Like, what are you talking about? Well, most of their articles are about, right-wing stories that they say that they're lying or making it up and so forth. There's nowhere near as many about left-wing articles or left-wing claims. Like, well, just a hypothesis here, but could that be because maybe the right wing lies more? Just a thought.
Hey, Dad.
What?
I finished all my pizza. I was just wondering if you could save some for me to tomorrow. And try not to eat it all.
We'll see. There's probably not, honestly, because there's not a lot to begin with. I'd save you some of the toast.
The stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see. I don't know how late I'm going to be up, so. Like creationists constantly quote from Charles Darwin's book and ignore a century of discoveries since. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Oh, yeah, it's just a theory. It hasn't actually been proven. Oh, you're thinking about a hypothesis. Would you like a bite? Well, too bad. It's mine. Ow. Hi, little retro rocker. Oh, just kind of all of them. Mostly just far right nut jobs. Oh god, and the deflection. No, the leftists are the racist ones. Not really. Leftists are the warmongers. Yeah. This isn't a pandemic. This is a plandemic by the left. To cull the population. Well, actually, because you refuse to wear a mask or get vaccinated, you're culling yourselves. You fucking morons. It's okay to be a racist against white people. Yeah. All lives matter. Ugh. Yeah, obviously all lives matter. That's kind of the point, is certain segments of the population are being treated like they matter less. Hence the focus on them to try to create some balance. It's just so tiresome. Yeah, it's just so tiresome. And the thing I hate is it's permeated into our geek culture as well. It's like, oh, this movie's way too woke. Woke. As soon as you use that term, you're blocked. Gone. Learn a new word. Like, as soon as you use that word, you have instantly, with one word, told me absolutely everything I need to know about you to know I want nothing to do with you. So, get woke, go broke. Yeah, except a lot of those supposedly get woke, go broke movies made billions of dollars. Any one of them made more money than you will ever see in your entire life. And probably the lives of several generations of your family, collectively. So, yeah. Idiots. It's okay to not like things. That's okay. Not everything is going to be everybody's cup of tea. But to use that kind of flimsy argument to try to justify your dislike of that thing, let me just turn this up a little bit. There we go. Is just silly. Yeah. Why does my art need to be political? No. Stop. Yeah, I mean, literally all art is political in some way. I mean, that's the whole point of art, isn't it? To have, well, not all art, but a lot of art is to have a message. Yeah. Woke pretty much lost all meaning for me. Yeah, I know. So, like, somebody uses that term, I'm like, wow, why are you so resistant to the concept of being tolerant of others? And of equality for others? Why is that so offensive to you? That's what I don't understand. What is sexual reproduction if not proof of evolution? In microcosm, you get traits from both of your parents. That's true. That is true. Oh, but it's God deciding all of that. Yeah. Even if your art isn't setting out to make a statement, your personal beliefs will still be in it in some form. Correct. Absolutely. Let's go check on the other pizza. I'll be back, and we need more water. And I think I'm going to go for a smoke. It's interesting. They're kind of, the cheese is melting. It's kind of vacuum forming around the mushrooms on top. So, yeah, still got a ways to go, but I just had an argument with an ex-friend that was like, oh, you're woke, huh? And I was like, oh, I care about all people. Yeah, guess I'm woke, bud. Yeah, no fucking kidding. I don't get that. Like, how they try to use these things as insults, and it's like you realize by taking that stance, you're just making yourself look like a fucktard. Anyway, I'll be back. Crazy, and the creationists will say evolution can't happen, but will then argue that after Noah's Ark, all the animals evolved at an accelerated rate, which led to the diversity we see today. Like, what? Yeah. Was it what proof of evolution? COVID. Saw it happen in real time. There you go. Done. Well, yeah. How many variants have we had now? Oh, it's all part of God's plan. Okay. Woke is the evolution of politically correct, which is the evolution of hate. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I think it worked both ways. There's a whole subgenre I found. I was still exploring TikTok, trying to get your For You page a little more relevant to your interests. There's a whole subgenre I found on TikTok of a bunch of older millennials lamenting about how they can't watch their favorite movies with their favorite actors because of their leftist agendas they push. Oh my god. I can understand how someone's beliefs and action can impact how you look at someone, but suck it up. Just because Mark Ruffalo and Tom Hanks espouse leftist ideals doesn't make their work unconsumable. Rant over. Yeah, however, Kevin Sorbo, being a fucking moron, has kind of soured his entire body of work for me. Same with Dean Cain, and there's a bunch of them. John Voight, James Woods. God. And these are all people who seemed relatively smart before. Like it's not even different political ideologies anymore. It really isn't. Political ideologies are out the window. Other than, progressives saying, "Hey, let's get health care and education for all." But it's really just about hate and non-hate, wanting to help and not caring about anyone but yourselves. And it's like, yeah, it's ridiculous. I should defend those creationists that believe that evolution is the mechanism by which creation works. Those people exist. Well, see, that's at least making it somewhat reasonable within the structure of the belief. But it's okay to not like an actor. They're just people. Some worse than others, obviously. Yes. Well, and then it gets into where do you draw the line in separating the art from the artist? That's a whole other discussion. For the creationist rebuttal to diseases evolving, they make the distinction of micro and macro evolution. What? Okay. Well, and it's not even particularly leftist ideas that they're saying. It's just, I don't even see it as right or left. I see it as humanitarian. About things that would benefit my fellow man. And it just seems like the right is incredibly selfish and only about themselves, their own comfort level, their own little bubble of people and beliefs. So, I don't know. I studied evolution in college. The only difference between those two things is scale of time. Like the same damn process. Yep, the more complex, the more time it takes. You're very welcome, Niroshi. Love you, sweetie. I'm going to go smoke. I'll be back.